Welcome, Coach. Welcome to the new season. I hope it will be a very good season for you.
Thank you.
Last season, you took over the team in the middle of the season, and you talked a bunch of times about taking a team in the mid-season and the responsibility it brings. This year, you had a chance to take the summer with all the guys, older guys on the team. How does it different for you? Like I think it will be a better understanding of the team, of the organization for you to spend the summer with them. How does it different for you?
Yeah, but I think when you take over the season in the mid-court, after 1 month and a half, everybody already knows more or less what you're asking of them. So right now the issues are a little bit different. Five new players, probably more right now. Some guys missing big portions of preseason, so there are issues. You just need to deal with them in the best way possible.
Coach, even though we talk about it is hard to get a team in the middle of the season, last season after you took over, team broke records again and again, and you won the Turkish Cup, you won the Turkish League, and you made it to Final Four after 5 years. So, how did you overcome those obstacles to make it there?
I don't know, just by working every day. You come and you try to implement your thing slowly. You try to see how the team is reacting, what they can do, can they do more or not. And I always said since the beginning, I inherited a team that was extremely good. And I'm very happy that we were successful with that team.
Coach, you are a legend for many organizations in the EuroLeague, and that's a good thing to get all this love, but I guess it brings some responsibility too. So how do you balance that? What's your perspective on that to maintain those expectations? How do you deal with that?
I just come to work every morning and I try to do my best. Okay. There is no expectations.
Coach, I have a sincere question for you, and if you can answer this not as a coach but as a person, I will be glad of it. When you left from Barcelona, you talked this about a bunch of times, like not the ideal way to leave a club. And when you sign here, I think media and the other teams underestimated your name a little bit. I guess this is my opinion, just my opinion. Did you feel that way, or did you make it a motivation for yourself? How was it for you?
Well, first of all, if it's motivation for me, I cannot go out on the court and try to score 20 points. So I cannot yell more at the players to make them play harder or yell less or whatever. So listen, the outside the world doesn't really do anything for me after so many years in this business. I'm in a professional basketball right now. How many? 26, 27 years. I've seen anything on both sides. I see all the different countries and everything. It doesn't change really how I approach things or how I do expectations, pressure, all these things. For some reason that in Turkey you talk a lot about, which is there is no expectations, there is no pressure. I mean,
we have the passion in sports, so that's why
I'm not sure you have that much of a passion.
Oh.
I think probably Greeks and Serbians probably have more. If you have a passion, there will be more journalists here after the press conferences.
Yeah.
There will be press conferences after the Turkish League games, which we don't have. So there's a lot more passion in other countries. But, I don't know why we talk about like expectations all the time and the pressure. We don't have pressure. We are the fortunate ones. I keep repeating all the time. Here, the players making millions. I mean, they are lucky doing what they do. We just come and we work, and like I said, I don't know what they talk about me after Barcelona. They talk good, bad. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna come and we're just gonna work every day, try to get better. I'm gonna try to be better by listening, by learning, by watching. Try to not be in the same spot. So these things you say, they don't do anything for me.
Okay, that's good to know. And I want to get to the Fenerbahçe's roster for this season, but I want to get a perspective on one topic from you. There is a trend in basketball, like positionless basketball, like the traditional positions 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They mostly gone in the NBA especially. How do you search for players? Like how do you separate those positions in your head? Like this player plays at 4, so I'm gonna treat him like he's a 4 or he's a forward. Like how do you? What's your perspective?
First of all, I search for people, not for players. Basketball is secondary. Here we are Here we're spending 10 months in the locker room with one another. So the most important are the people, how they act with one another. This is a team sport. You need to know how to act in the locker room, how to act in the tough times, how to help your teammate, simple questions about attitude. Then, yeah, I don't think European basketball is a positionless basketball. I think European basketball continue to be a position basketball. It would be great to have everybody at around 2 meters 5 or something like this. Everybody handle the ball, everybody here, but all those ones are in the NBA, the best ones. So we still have, and we're building the roster also according to what we need, to all kinds of situations, trying to predict the situations. So yeah, this is what we're happy about. So we have options. We have options this year. I think we're a little bit bigger. So let's see.
So let's talk about some players you get to this team this summer. You have Bonzi. You have maybe the best forward rotation in the league right now. We have Wade, who is much more motivated than last season because he's injured in the playoffs. So he had so much passion in him. I saw it in him. So how do you view the roster you built this season?
Well, I hope Wade is not more motivated this year than he was last year. I mean,
Why?
You should be motivated all the time.
Yeah,
Players
okay.
should be motivated all the time. If you're not motivated, you need to go home. I mean, yeah. Like I told in other interviews, everything you're mentioning right now is just on the paper.
Yeah.
On the paper, Fenerbahçe is a good team. Actually, I believe not too many people talking about us. We're extremely happy with the roster that they built. But still, it's just names right now. Names with Fenerbahçe jersey. We're not a team yet. We don't know how to play together. We don't know yet the situations we want to be in. Tarek will miss now extended time. Wade hasn't been 100% in the preseason. Boban and Cam just got here. So it's all kinds of situations. Yeah, the names are not bad. But in Fenerbahçe or any other teams, at this point, it's just the names.
Yeah. Coach, last year in the press conference before the Final Four, I asked you a question about what separates the team to be in the Final Four, and you said Calates made 2 3-pointers, and everybody says I'm a genius right now. I want to get to this different perspective about that. You made it to the Final Four with Zalgiris, with one of the lowest budgets in the EuroLeague history, and that was a really fairy tale. But after that, you went to Barcelona. Very high budget team, very high expectations, very high profile players that are hard to deal with sometimes. So can you compare the differences between those two journeys? Like, how is it different? Well,
They're the same journeys, really. It's just different what people say about you. I mean, what you journalists, you put in the tabs or the fans. The journey is the same. It's everyday work, every day trying to understand how you want to play, then adjusting to your players, try to take maximum from them. The journey is the same.
Okay, so I have a question about the center rotation in the team. We knew that Fenerbahçe was looking to add a center, and the former player of Fenerbahçe, Omar Faran, was empty at the time. Did you have any conversations with him about getting him here?
I didn't talk.
So thank you, coach. That was all.
All right.
I wish you a very good season.
Thank you.